and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And hello to all our South Shore neighbors. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined live and in studio by my co-host today. She's a little new to the Saturday show, but welcome.
Very new that I was almost late this morning.
Yeah, you were almost late. I was like, I feel like I sort of manifested it, though, because I kind of had like a vision this morning when I got up because I was almost late for work the other day because I don't know what happened. My alarm was set for 7:30 and it didn't wake me up until 8:15. Like it was going off for like 45 minutes and I was sound asleep. Yeah. So I think this morning I sort of manifested like, oh, I wonder if Kristen's going to be late.
Yeah. I set my alarm for 5:30.
And then you texted me, it was like, I'm literally going to get there at 8 o'clock.
But I made it.
Yeah.
And I even got gas.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't. I was
no,
like,
I did get gas. I had to. I would have. Yeah. I drove a little
do you
fast.
You wait until the last
There
second?
was no. Well, I told you we went out last night, and I said to my son, "Oh, this is great because I have to stop and get gas."
Oh, and then you didn't last night.
Literally drove home on Deddy.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to your story.
Yeah.
So
here we are. But I have to do your shout out because I love when you do your introduction and you put on your radio voice.
Oh, my radio voice. It's funny because somebody and we'll get into it because we're talking about Pembroke, but later on. But somebody had once asked me, I was serving a table and somebody asked, oh, are you a speech therapist? Because they knew I had a full-time job. And I said, no, I'm actually not. I was like, I'm curious why you would ask that. And they were like, oh, you speak so clear. Like we can hear everything that you're saying. And I was like, honestly, I just don't like to repeat myself. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, that's probably because I do the radio show.
Yeah.
I put on my radio show. Yeah. I'm thoughtful.
Like you're thoughtful about what you say.
Oh, I thought you meant with my gift giving.
Oh, well, that too. But I'm saying you're not on here saying, which is,
I think maybe in my earlier days, probably, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Well, watch, I'm gonna say it all morning now. Oh, thank you.
And I think our South Shore neighbors do too.
Oh, I hope so. Hello to all our South Shore neighbors.
Yeah. Is everyone excited for this segment this morning?
Yeah. So, I'm going to give you a second to reintroduce yourselves to all of our listeners. So you were on our show a lot on our Tuesday show, and now we just do the Saturday morning. But you were sort of my sidekick really on Tuesdays, but we started this segment on our Tuesday night show, and we've done now one. We reintroduced it last month on our Saturday show, but today we're going to be talking about Pembroke. And what we do is we have this segment highlighting a community south of Boston, so on the South Shore, South Coast. We did Cape and the Islands before. And we're calling it Living Local. So Boston Connect Real Estate is Living Local, and we're just highlighting a community. And we never want to make anybody feel like as soon as the closing happens, you don't see us, and we don't really care. And we don't care about the community or anything like that, because it's far from the truth. It's just not the case. So we want to highlight communities. So we're not just selling a house, we're selling a town, we're selling the lifestyle, we're selling the community, and highlighting what everyday people love about that town. So if you follow us on social media, we put out a video yesterday. We always do like a promotional something, either a video or like a Canva for it, but
a little teaser.
But we also, asked you guys what you love about Pembroke, and we asked our agents what they love about Pembroke. The Grady team. Hi, Tracy. Good morning, ladies. And we're going to go through those things too. But we just want to put out there that we love Pembroke.
We
And
do love Pembroke. It's
we
our
do.
hometown.
So that's why we wanted to, when we reintroduced it into our Saturday shows, that we wanted to sort of start off with Pembroke.
It's funny, I don't live in Pembroke, but I feel like I do.
I know.
So whenever somebody talks about, Pembroke, Marshfield, this whole area, I always say, oh, that's where my office is. Like, that's my area. So
that's our hub.
Yeah, sure is.
But why don't you take a minute to reintroduce yourselves to all of our listeners?
My name is Kristen Howlett. I am a full-time realtor at Boston Connect Real Estate. I serve pretty much anywhere, anyone. I have, my niche seems to be first-time home buyers right now,
and they're always the cutest.
Oh, they are. That I have. Listen,
each person is the cutest.
I'm sitting on an offer right now. We never heard back last night. I literally, I'm like sick. I just wanted to get accepted.
Yeah, because they are the cutest, and they deserve that house.
I had a home inspection for my other cutest first-time home buyers yesterday, and that went well. And then, we're just waiting on this offer. Hopefully I get something while we're still on the radio and we can all celebrate. Yeah, I'm going to manifest it.
We can celebrate together. You can see real estate live and in action.
Yeah, I'm either going to cry or I'm going to be happy. We'll see. Anyway, so selling, buying, whatever it is that you're looking for.
Radio show co-host.
Right now, I'm trying to manifest my perfect client with somebody who's in the same demographic as me. We're starting to do our house, little bits and pieces to kind of sell. We've, our kids are off to school. We're empty nesters, and trying to figure out where we want to go next.
Oh, goodness. Where is it going to be?
I'm thinking maybe Marshfield.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah.
You want to be by the beach.
Want to be by the beach.
And Ellen.
And Ellen. Yeah. And our friends Mindy and Brian. And Brian lived in Marshfield as soon as he got out of college. And I never thought we'd want to end up living there. But it checks all of our boxes.
Perfect. Yeah. So when the time is right and you are looking for a colonial in Bridgewater, hit up Kristen.
Yeah, there's a great listing. There's a great listing on my street right now, listed by Anna Ray. Neighbors, it's a retreat lot. It's one of the newer. It was only built, maybe 10 years ago. I can't remember now. They're super quiet. It's a beautiful retreat lot, but it's on for like 1.2 million.
Yeah.
I hope she gets it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be great for you. Great comp for you.
All of our neighbors are like crossing our fingers that they get it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so hit me up on my socials.
Yeah.
Kristen Howlett RE on Instagram, I believe.
Yeah.
Kristen Howlett Realtor on Facebook. My phone number 617-448-4896. I'm talking too close to the mic. I can hear it.
Oh.
And you can email me at khowlett@bostonconnect.com.
Yeah. And you can go to bostonconnect.com, our brand new website. It looks gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. We have so many fun new things going on. We have so much going on. Yeah. So our website looks gorgeous. I'm going to be unveiling a new website, a new email marketing campaign, just some fun, really fun stuff.
We got a lot going on here. And speaking of which, so when we did the Tuesday night shows together, once a month, you would come on and we would highlight a community. Excuse me. We would highlight a community, and not just talking about the real estate, because we are a real estate company, we're realtors, and this is a real estate show, but focusing on real estate and the history of the town and why people love it and the local businesses that you can support within that town. We tried to get somebody who lives in that town to give us their perspective as well, and I do have a couple people for Pembroke. And everybody knows that Sharon's been here in Pembroke for 32, 33 years.
Wow.
Maybe 30 since 1992. So what's that?
So
33 years.
I do want to put my 2 cents in. What I do love about, because we do have a lot of agents in our office that live in Pembroke, and I am always amazed at the town pride.
Yeah.
People in our office that serve the community, that are
Yeah.
on the school board, that work in the town, that really love it. Don't and their kids are older, so they really love the town and they want to see it be, what's the right word? Like they want to see it grow
Succeed.
and yeah, and really
There
I
really
don't
is a sense of community here. And when you talk, I have to look something up because the farmers market, I believe, starts in June. So I'm going to look up the actual date, which Ethan and I loved going to every single Saturday. It's the farmers market, mostly because Blackbird Baking Company, who's in
yeah.
Pembroke too, she sells her
Yeah, we
cookies,
got to
and
give her a
Ethan,
good shout out.
yeah, Ethan sort of sells her out every single time. I'm like, we have to go at 10 o'clock, because everybody else is looking for the cookies too. But um we do have a sense of community here, and I say we even though I just work in Pembroke. I live and own a house in Halifax, and we'll do Halifax one day. But there is this sense of community where you just feel like this is our home,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's your second home because you've been in Bridgewater for so long. But I always tease our agents of, you help people buy and sell real estate, but all of our agents have pretty much owned their homes for years
Yeah.
and years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys don't move, but you help people move every day, which is so funny to me. But I guess like surgeons don't do surgery on themselves
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah.
so it makes
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, I do. I love that sense of community. So
And I love that on any given day, if you're in here, somebody's going to pop in to run something by Sharon, or, just kind of, you know, talk the talk
mhm.
about stuff that's going on and want her opinion, or, where she stands on certain things. I love that. I love that part of it.
We are live on Facebook and Instagram, and YouTube. So if you want to leave a comment and tell us why you love Pembroke, or if you're thinking about moving to Pembroke, or if you're from Pembroke and maybe live in another area now, you can leave a comment there, or you can call or text the studio. Tim's there. Hi, Tim. I don't think I said hi.
Maybe, yeah.
No. Tim's in the studio, so you can call 781-837.
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
I was like, hello? Where is
No,
he?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm back from Las Vegas, baby.
You went to
Oh.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
wow. I went to Vegas right, a couple months before I bought my house. I was like, uh-oh, am I going to have my money? But I loved it. Did you?
Me
Was it your
too.
first time?
This was my second time, but this was my first time, like just all in, just doing the strip and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, it was great.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like there's a right way to do Vegas.
There really
And yeah,
is.
there's a
Yeah.
right and a wrong way to do Vegas. And I think I did the right way. Like,
Yeah.
they have amazing restaurants,
Mhm.
great food. I mean, you're spending some good money on it, but it's great.
Did you have any food at Hash House, a Go-Go?
No.
All right, when you go
I never
back,
heard of that.
check it out. The breakfast is amazing.
Wow.
The huge portions, and
Yeah.
it was so good. A little expensive, but worth
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah, we stayed at Caesars.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's huge there. So you could
Yeah.
literally spend an entire week inside. But I was like, we have to go outside and see the sun. We went to
Yes,
Hell's
yes.
Kitchen. We went to
Oh.
Amalfi and had a really
Okay.
nice dinner there. We went to the Grand Canyon one
Oh.
day. But
You
we
packed a lot in
we
your
went
trip.
we went to Bellagio and did the whole they do a beautiful flower display, and
Yes.
we went to a
it's
piano
beautiful.
bar there, and she told us all about when George Clooney and all them were there filming the Ocean's movies, and
Oh, yeah.
Brad Pitt had like won money and he forgot his ID, so they wouldn't let him they wouldn't let him cash it in.
It's like, come on, no, it's really me.
Yeah, it's
Let-
so
just,
funny.
you know.
He's like, you don't know who I am? And they're like, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to have an ID.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like there's a right way to do Vegas. I'm so
Yes.
fortunate that I went with my friend Karen, who goes, once or twice a year. Her family lives in Henderson right outside, and she just knew where to go. And I loved that. I didn't have to think about anything.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, the right way to do it is if you are going to gamble, budget for your gambling.
Oh, yeah. Wait until the very last
Yep.
day after
And-
the spa.
Okay. And follow your budget.
Yes.
And that's what we did. And after all was said and done, we only lost $60.
Me too. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's beautiful.
Yes, and I think it was Tracy Grady who does the show with me a lot. I think she's still watching on Facebook. She had given me a $10 bill and said, play with this or put this on whatever, and we did that. I did lose it right away, but then I was like, I had $60 cash in my little purse after leaving the spa at Caesar's Palace, which was absolutely amazing. And there was one table in the pool that didn't have anybody at it, so we went and played blackjack for about 2.5 hours
Oh,
off of
wow.
$60. Yeah, we kept winning and then losing and then we lost it all.
That's
But
so fun.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to know when to cash out.
yeah.
Yep.
You got to know when to hold them. Know
Well,
when to
And,
fold them.
at that
thank
point
you-
we had
thank you-
had too
thank
much
you,
to
Kenny
drink, so we were
Rogers.
like,
Thank you.
it's time to go. But yeah, I'm so glad that you went. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was great time, fantastic weather. A
Good.
little bit came back with me today.
Yeah.
It took a couple days, but it followed me. So.
Yeah, I think we went in May 2 years ago, so it was very similar weather. It was just before it was getting hot, so it was perfect time to go.
It was hot out there. They had a little heat wave.
Yeah.
We're
Good.
up upper 80s, low 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my jeans did not leave the suitcase. It was beautiful.
That's awesome.
Well, good. I'm glad you're back and you had
Thank
some
you,
fun.
thank
But that's Tim. So if you want to join in on our discussion about
please.
Pembroke, please give him a call, or you can text if you're a little shy, 781-837-4900. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's get in.
I know you like to do the history part, so we'll start off with the history of Pembroke, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty.
All right, let's go. So the history of Pembroke. The town is located about halfway between Boston and Cape Cod. The town is considered rural with pockets of suburban neighborhoods. Population was 18,361 at the 2020 census, with a median household income of $119,827,000. Neighborhoods include Bryantville, along the Hanson Town line, North Pembroke, and East Pembroke. The earliest European settlers were Robert Barker and Dolor Davis. Dolor Davis?
Yeah.
Who settled in the vicinity of Herringbrook in 1650. It has been said that the Barkers were about to go down the Indian Head River at the crotch of the North River in modern-day Pembroke, Hanover. However, the Barkers went down the Herring Run to the south, thus landing on Pembroke land. For thousands of years until that time, the Wampanoag and the Massachusetts tribes lived on this land, fishing, farming along the rivers. They called the area Matakeesit. Ew.
Yeah.
Which means place of much fish because of the annual springtime run of the herring in the local rivers.
Mhm.
The land was part of the Major's purchase, a large tract of lands brought from Hosias Wampatuck of the Massachusetts by a group of English investors. The area was once a part of Duxbury before incorporating as a separate town in 1712 and was ultimately named for the town of Pembroke, Wales. The name of the Brookfield being rejected because it was already in use by the town in Worcester County that still bears the same name. Most notable of the town's resources are its water resources, which include the North River, Indian Head River, its ponds, Oldham, Furnace, Great Sandy Bottom, Little Sandy Bottom, and Stetson Ponds and Silver Lake. The town's ponds, streams, and marshes are the home of the herring that were prized so much in that in 1741 the town began regulating the taking and preservation of the fish. The herring are celebrated each year at the town's annual Grand Old Fish Fry. As of 2009, Pembroke was a contender for CNN Money's Best Places to Live, according to Financial Education and Quality of Life statistics.
Oh,
That's
what an interesting
amazing.
fact.
Mm-hmm. So Mayflower Grove Park, beginning in 1901 and continuing to about 1940, a hill beside the pond that was home to an amusement park known as Mayflower Grove. I didn't know this.
I didn't know this either.
The park featured games and rides, a penny arcade, a rifle gallery, a mini golf course, concessions, and a replica of Plymouth Rock. Other features
is a pedible.
included an open-air theater and movie house, a bandstand, a dance hall, and a restaurant, plus a bathhouse, a boat launch, canoe rentals, picnic areas, a small hotel, and even a jail. The park was situated close to the railroad line that passed through Bryantville, making it easy for visitors to make a day trip by train. So that's another fun fact. I feel like every time we turn around, somebody has a a fun memory of maybe vacationing in Pembroke,
Yeah.
or an aunt that had a summer house in Pembroke. And you hear a lot of that, like especially in the city, like people that grew up in Dorchester and Boston, they kind of came here. This was like
Come
their
here.
Cape Cod.
Yeah, that's why you can see a lot of bungalows
Yep,
here.
yep.
So that's a style of home. You could see a lot of bungalows in Pembroke, and over the years, people have renovated them, and they sort of shape shift. But you can see a lot by the ponds. There's a lot of bungalows that people used to summer home there.
Oh, I wish we had somebody that summered. Maybe if anyone's listening and they summered when they were younger, they could call in and tell us their best memory.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to know if they currently live here after
Yeah.
summering here.
Yeah. Or maybe you want to come back and
Come back.
swim in the pond.
Oh, I think of Rose on the door. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
um,
Some geography of Pembroke. I almost said East Bridgewater. I don't know why, but for Pembroke is we're in Plymouth County and settled in 1650, incorporated in 1712, and Pembroke is about 23 square miles.
wow.
I always feel like I never really understand the whole square miles thing because I'm like, I always think that towns are bigger than they actually are, or they're smaller than they actually are, and I'm always amazed by it. And then I'm like, what is 23 square miles?
It's
How do you
almost a
feel about that?
marathon. Marathon Monday, 26.2.
Oh yeah,
3 miles shy.
yes. I am gonna stay far away from Boston on Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
And lots and lots of traffic. Anything else to say about that? Oh, Sharon's watching. My dad, he claims to be the first to water ski across Furnace Pond.
Oh, how cute is
Nanu. So
that?
Francis Costa, he claims to be the first to water ski across Furnace Pond. How
And so
awesome is
see,
that?
he grew up in Dorchester, so I think
Mhm.
it really was like a great little um a place for them to go, and maybe you didn't want the salty air and you loved that pond life, and so cute.
Yeah. Especially on a recreational pond where you can sort of live out your summer there.
I bet they looked so cute with their bathing suits, like the women in their cute little bathing suits.
Yeah,
and-
Sharon, do you have any pictures of
We need
Nanu
some
in his bathing suit?
pictures.
You're so
Yeah.
funny. What else about anything else about the history before we get into maybe the education of the arts and the media?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, education in Pembroke. So in 1952, Pembroke was founded community of the Silver Lake Regional School District, along with Kingston, Halifax, and Plimpton. Due to a chronic overcrowding, which had led to split sessions by 1970 and double sessions by 1974, the town built its own campus of Silver Lake Regional High School in 1976, across from Hobbamock Elementary School in Learning Lane. Flooding due to burst pipes delayed its occupancy until November of 1976.
Wow.
I wonder why. Burst
Mm,
pipes.
yeah.
In 2002, with growing population again an issue, Pembroke separated from the other towns to reestablish its own school district. Its students remained at Silver Lake Regional High School until 2004. Satellite Campus, which had been in service as the Silver Lake District's middle school in recent years, was renovated to become Pembroke High School and serves students from 9th through 12th grade.
Amazing.
Yeah. Pembroke athletics teams are known as the Titans. I know that Sharon's nephew played for Pembroke High School's football team.
Yeah.
So they were the Titans, complete with a logo reminiscent of the Tennessee Titans logo. Their colors are blue and white. They compete in the Patriot League. Pembroke has established a Thanksgiving Day football rivalry with previously mentioned Silver Lake Regional High School.
Fun fact, one of Brian's football coaches from high school, I believe, is still the head coach at Pembroke High.
Oh,
Steve Aborn.
my mom texted me and she said, "You learned to swim underwater in Pembroke."
Stop it. We are.
What?
Liz, we are. Tell us
Liz,
more.
Tell us more. Oh yeah. So sorry, I didn't see this text from Sharon. My dad claims to be the first to water ski across Furnace Pond. he summered in Pembroke and Furness Colony. So yeah, there's a summer guy.
Cute. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently I learned to swim underwater in Pembroke. It'd be interesting to see which little lake or pond I
Oh,
learned
that's
in.
awesome.
But yeah, cool. What else? So the town has 3 elementary schools: Bryanville, Hobbamock, and North Pembroke. The Pembroke Community Middle School, located in the former Silver Lake Regional Junior High School,
So
serves
one middle
7th.
school for the whole town.
Yeah, and serves 7th and 8th grade students. So we used to go swimming at one of the ponds in Pembroke. I'll have to research which one. It's been years. He
Oh,
is what my
so
mom said.
cute.
So
See, you have a deep connection.
oh, I didn't even know that. I
Mhm.
learned to swim underwater. Um, yeah. Oh, and Sharon says we have a great book of postcards and photos in our agent lounge that was given to me by Hosey Benson when I sold his house in Pembroke. Hosey's well known. It's now Town Tavern. So Hosey's, and then I think it turned to Lucky Dog,
Yep.
and then now it's Town Tavern. It's where prime location right
Prime
there on
location.
the water. And we'll get into local businesses that we support here later on in the show. But yeah, Hosey Benson, Sharon had sold his home in Pembroke and gave us a book. So
Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
downstairs.
Yeah.
I might run down and get it for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
And if anybody wants to come in and take a peek at it, they always can.
yeah, come and take a
Mhm.
peek. Come and
our
knock
doors
on our door.
our door's always open.
Our door's always open. If you see the door open, you can walk through it. And if it's not, just knock or ring the doorbell, and we'll talk to you there. Arts and media in Pembroke. So the town is supportive of many arts programs. The Pembroke Association of Performing Arts is dedicated to promoting and maintaining enthusiastic interest in all aspects of the performing arts program in Pembroke schools. Some examples include, but not limited, dance and theater clubs and productions, chorus, orchestra, band, Pembroke High School marching band, and the arts department.
I'm not making this up that Pembroke is known for its theater, right? Pembroke High, aren't they? Don't they have a great theater program?
I think Sue Bollinger, who is a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, I believe her kids, maybe all of them, went through, correct me if I'm wrong, Sue, did the theater at the high school.
Yeah, like Bridgewater, where I live, Bridgewater Rainham. Bridgewater Rainham is known for their shows too. So I feel like Pembroke is one of them as well.
Yeah. If you like the newspaper, I sometimes like to pick up a newspaper. Pembroke is served by the Boston Metropolitan Media. So regional daily newspapers which cover the towns include the Quincy Patriot Ledger and the Brockton Enterprise. For many years, the town was covered by weekly Silver Lake News based in Pembroke. It is currently served by one weekly, the Pembroke Mariner and Express. Public access organizations that serve the town is PAC TV, located in Plymouth, and residents can watch a public access channel 13 shared with Plymouth, Duxbury, and Kingston, as well as the educational channels 14 and government channel 15. The Pembroke Government Channel is where you can see gavel-to-gavel coverage of local government meetings held in Pembroke, government shows with local and county and state officials, and other government-related programmings. Yeah. I know that Sharon's been on there because if you go to like some of the town meetings, and Sharon's been on so many committees as well, and maybe she'll chime in too of what she's been on, because I can't even think right now. But you know, they'll broadcast it, so you can, if you're not able to attend one of the meetings, you can watch it on your TV or online.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So on to our favorite part.
This is your favorite part,
My
because
favorite
half
part.
the people I don't know.
Notable people from Pembroke. Gleason Archer Sr., founder of Suffolk University.
Ooh.
Oh, that's amazing. Thomas Humphrey Cushing, Revolutionary War officer. Where did that come from?
Officer.
My New York accent came out. The officer.
Oh, yeah.
Adjutant General of the U.S. Army. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Sammy Davis, professional ice hockey player, not to be confused with Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Ben Edlund, creator of The Tick and TV producer. Eric Flame, Olympic silver medalist in speed skating. Oh, that's amazing. I wonder if he skated at Hobbamock.
Mm.
I was thinking it was Bridgewater. Hockomock. Stephen N. Gifford, politician and long-term clerk of the Massachusetts Senate. Dwayne Joyce, professional hockey player. Pat Seltsam, Another Olympic speed
A
skater.
lot of
What is up
professionals
with
here.
that? 1990 national champion and World Cup medalist in 1989. Dave Shea, former Boston Bruins play-by-play announcer. Josiah Smith, United States Congressman. Kevin Stevens, National Hockey League All-Star left winger. Buddy Tevens, football coach for Dartmouth College. Harry Irving Thayer, United States Congressman. Nora Vasconcelos, professional skateboarder for Adidas and Welcome Brand Skateboards. Luke
A lot
I'm
of
going to mess
athletes
this one
here.
up. Luke Vercoloni, professional soccer player, and Harry M. Woods, lyricist and composer of When the Red Robin Comes Bobbing Along and Try a Little Tenderness. Oh, Try a Little Tenderness.
I don't know if I know that song.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do?
I'm not going to sing it because
Okay. Please
I'll
don't.
sing it after.
Yeah, that is your favorite. Half the people I don't know, but it's fun to know that so many athletes have come out of Pembroke. I feel like we really do have a lot of students that play sports and they end up playing those sports in college in this town,
That's awesome.
which I think that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the real estate part,
Mm-hmm. The most important part.
the most important part.
Because we are a real estate show.
So if you are thinking about moving to Pembroke or moving within Pembroke, or you're just curious and you want to see what's going on in here, there are 8 listings here in Pembroke. And do you want to go through some of those? So we have 147 High Street in Pembroke. That is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath style, ranch style home.
Which is so desirable right now. I feel like everybody wants a ranch.
Everybody wants a ranch.
Yeah.
So that's on the market for $639,900. We have 20 Lakeshore Drive. So these aren't specifically Boston Connect listings. Of course, we could show these listings as a buyer's agent, but these are what are on the market here in Pembroke. So if you get an idea of what's going on here. 20 Lakeshore Drive, Pembroke. It's on the market for $539,900. That is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch. Again, a ranch.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next one.
216 Queensbrook Road. It is a raised ranch, split entry, multi-level, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and it's on for $649,000. Then we have some price changes.
Yes, 16 Ironwood Road. So that is located in Copperwood Circle, which Sharon and Mary were the original listing agents on the whole entire development. That's where I got introduced to new construction and did some open houses there for quite a while. And this is a resale in there. So it was new construction back then, right before COVID or during COVID. And they have a price change. So that's 16 Ironwood Road in Pembroke. That is on the market for a price change of $965,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath colonial.
And then another price change, 37 Gorham Ave. That has a price change of $935,000, same 3-3 colonial. 3 Oakland Square in Pembroke is on for $690,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch. And 261 Washington Street is a split entry, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and it's on for $850,000. And finally, 177 Taylor Street in Pembroke, which is a Cape and antique. It's 3 bedrooms, one full bath, and it's on for $1.6 million.
1675.
1675.
Yeah. So if you are interested in seeing any of those properties, you can give us a call here at Boston Connect Real Estate. You can go to bostonconnect.com to find all of our contact information. I'll give you an opportunity at the end of the show to give your contact information, Kristen, so people can get in touch with you. And then you can let everybody know where you're going to be after the show.
Yeah, sure. Something I did want to add too is I think what we'll start doing with this monthly segment is adding some 55 plus communities in whatever town we're spotlighting. On the weekends, I help the McNamara Horton group out with open house on at Cochise Estates, Cochesset. I'm changing the pronunciation in my own mind. But what we get there every single weekend are people who are looking to downsize. Exactly.
Right size.
Right size. You're absolutely right. And they are maybe in their 4-bedroom, 2 full bath colonial, and they want something, a ranch, 1 level. specifically 55 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be a good idea for us to highlight some of the communities. I know in Pembroke, it's Center Commons.
Mm-hmm.
And although there's nothing actively listed there right now, in Marshfield, it's called the Maples, right next door, there's a 2-bedroom condo, 15 Maple Lane in Marshfield,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 1-level 55 plus specific community, and it's on for $775.
Yeah. Another fun fact about Center Commons is Sharon was the original listing agent when that whole entire development was going to be was being built, and she sold in there. She has a really great story about how they decided on the names of the streets and everything. So I'll give you a little hint. It was in 2001. So our world was a little shaken up in 2001. So so there's Liberty and oh gosh, what is it? Liberty and Sharon will tell me. So there's I believe 3 streets in there, and they're sort of very patriotic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um,
I feel like anyone who listens to me, I bumped into some friends from Bridgewater at the coffee shop in the morning, and I keep saying to anyone that will listen that that's what we need is more. We need to be able to move people from the houses that they've raised their families in or have been in, like we talked about, for 30 plus years. They're ready to move on to free up some inventory for the younger people to be able to kind of move. But the problem is they have nowhere to go.
mhm,
So these 55 plus communities, even age specific, would be a great thing for people to be able to, transition into something.
mhm.
So I think it's a good, I think it's interesting back in 2001 that they were, Sharon was so active on Center Commons. Let's do it again. Let's
Yeah.
find another one.
Yeah, I know there's Liberty and Patriot, and the third, I can't think of the third, but yeah, all had to do with what was going on in 2001.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
that's another, if you are interested in talking about downsizing, maybe you're feeling like your house is a little bit too big, you want to downsize, that's something we can always help you with too.
freedom.
Freedom.
That's what the third one is. Freedom.
Freedom. What do you think about when you hear freedom?
I think of that song.
Oh, George Michael.
Freedom,
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yep.
George Michael.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
So yeah, she was the original listing agent on that, and oh, she just texted me freedom.
So we talked about the active listings,
Mhm.
and
Which, interestingly enough, we were talking about 55 plus and talking about condos. Is there are no condos actively listed
yeah,
in
isn't that
Pembroke.
crazy? Yeah,
Isn't that
Yep.
wild?
because they're going on and they're getting scooped right up.
Scooped.
Yep. So as far as sold homes, from year to date, there's been 25 sold homes. I will say that I had the pleasure of helping the cutest first time home buyers.
Yeah, they're all the
purchase
cutest.
11 Greenwood Ave. Shout out to Megan and James. They were awesome. They're the cutest two ever. And I had a great co-broke with that one too. So that was perfect all around. But yeah, so 25 sold, 7 condo listings sold.
Mhm.
Trying to
Which
see
is
if there's any-
interesting.
Yeah, 2 on Washington Street, 3 on Washington Street.
Yeah. So Sharon and
Barker.
Mary had 523 Washington Street, Unit A2, that recently sold within the past 2 weeks. That was on the that was one of the ones where, I do a lot of the promotion here at Boston Connect Real Estate and the marketing, and I had, promoted that listing, and my boyfriend Ethan had seen it, and he was like, "Oh." And it was way after it already had an accepted offer and
Yeah.
everything. He goes, "Oh, I saw a new listing. I think it's Boston Connect's listing. It's a condo in Pembroke. Do you think my parents, like, he's trying to get his parents to move around
Oh,
here?"
yeah.
And he's like, "Do you think my parents would like it?" I go, "You talking about 523 Washington Street?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "That is way gone. Like, you have to scoop it up.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's no."
That's a good other topic for a radio show is the current market, but
Mhm.
we can't digress right
Yeah,
now.
we can't digress. We only have 10
Yeah,
minutes, and we have
yeah.
to talk about local
We
businesses.
sure do.
But yeah, it's interesting. No currently listed condos. There's some, maybe under agreement, but nothing actively that you can look at. And 7 have sold so far this year. So we're just before Easter.
So
think
hint
about that.
hint, if you're thinking about selling your condo in Pembroke, now might be an optimum time.
Now might be an optimum time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we get into local businesses and things to do here in Pembroke? I'm a little biased when it comes to the restaurants.
I know you are. Go for it.
So I'm a little biased, but Christina's restaurant here in Pembroke, it's located right across the street from the Blooming Place, if you're familiar with that. I work there on the weekends. So does
Mhm.
Tracy Grady, who is a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. She bartends. We'll be there all weekend. But yeah, we love it there. And honestly, we love our customers and our customers love us, which
Yeah.
was what makes it so good.
Yeah.
But we love when people come in and every so often someone does say, you just seem so familiar. And I'm like, do you listen to WATD? Do you listen to my radio show? So shout out to all my customers that listen.
That's awesome.
Town Tavern and Treehouse, which is what we talked about
Oh my
before.
God,
So it was
this-
Hosie's, then it was the Lucky Dog, and now it's Town Tavern.
And like, who hasn't heard of this? I feel like, especially this time of year, right? When we drive by and it's a nice summer, even a spring day, it is bonkers over there.
Yeah.
They draw crowds from everywhere. Of course,
Yeah.
the Treehouse is like totally unique, but you know, it's just, I'm so happy for them because they're doing amazing there.
And they have a really large outdoor space
Yeah.
too. So if you can't get into the treehouse, they have an outdoor bar and Adirondack chairs and stuff like that. So yeah, right on the water. And I think Michelle Fay, who is a realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate as well, she's local to Pembroke, and I think she canoes there.
Oh yeah.
I think she takes their canoe there.
Yeah, you can kayak or you can canoe, you can paddle over and leave
Or maybe it's a kayak.
Yeah,
she
you
does
can-
something. She
Yep,
gets
you
there.
can and if you're sitting on the Adirondack chairs, you can see people who just kind of hitch their kayak up
Yeah.
to which is so fitting for Pembroke, right?
Yeah.
As we're talking about the ponds.
Well,
and-
speaking of Michelle, so she did comment on my post about wanting to know what everybody loves about Pembroke. And she said, love all the open spaces and walking trails, the herring run, fond memories of taking my kids there climbing rocks, picnic lunches, and looking for fish in the water, small town feel and friendliness of the community, wonderful place to raise your family.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So
So
she
true.
raised her family here and she still lives in Pembroke. And like I said, she either takes her kayak or canoe and she goes to Town Tavern sometimes.
Mhm.
So it's funny.
I wonder if she could swim that.
She probably could. She can do just about anything.
She sure can. Yeah.
There's Blacksmith as well. There's Dimitri's. We usually get lunch there
Mhm.
sometimes.
Dimitri's Greek salad with grilled chicken. Ooh,
Yeah.
love it.
I love their buffalo chicken wrap. I just
Mm.
love it. Dishes Tavern. I think it's called 53 now.
Oh, yeah.
Tavern 53
Yeah,
or something.
Route 53 Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But they have a really great rodeo burger that we love.
I love
I
their
like
chicken.
their French onion soup.
I love their chicken salad with the
Yeah, you
honey
too.
mustard.
Alumni Sports Cafe. It's a great place to go and watch a game. Have
That's
a
one
burger.
of your favorites too.
Yeah, I really do like their burger. We got their burger sometime for takeout. I just recently tried this place. So Don Bravo Mexican Grill and Tequila Bar. Mary Horton, who is team members with Sharon McNamara, she was away for a few days and her cat has asthma. And I went to the house and gave him his asthma medicine. So as a thank you, she took me to dinner. And we went to Don Bravo and it was good.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try that.
I had a couple margaritas and I was fine, but I had the tacos and I thought they were great.
Oh, good.
Mother Anna's is
Which
a
fan
restaurant.
favorite.
Yeah, restaurant here. Poopsies. We hear about. I can't eat pizza because I can't have cheese, but people love the Poopsies pizza.
And it's like that bar pizza, who's better? There's like a whole Facebook page dedicated to it.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that like Poopsies is the best, Linwood is the best. Like it's
Whenever
it's
they do
insane.
like pizza offs and like the influencers, like the
Yeah.
all the online influencers, whenever they like come to Massachusetts or they live in Massachusetts and they're doing like comparable pizzas, everyone always says you have to try Poopsies. Or so it's either always recommended or it's always in the mix.
Yeah, Brian is a big Poopsies fan.
Yeah, Lori Reaney, who's another full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, she goes there with her family.
Yeah.
Sometimes so they
Yeah.
love Poopsies. Pembroke Casa Pizza is right across the street from us here in the center of town. Abbondanza, they have great salads and pizzas as well. Usually Sharon, when her clients purchase something locally, they'll send pizza from Abbondanza's. Blueberry Muffin recently
new
went
one,
there.
right?
Yeah, within the past, I remember going there last 4th of July.
Yeah.
Actually, I met a friend there, and yeah, we love the Blueberry Muffin.
Mhm.
Omelet Factory
Forever.
forever.
I remember going there when I was little.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And Bryanville Deli, so Fork in the Road. We get some sandwiches from there. They make them in house.
And their cookies, their
their
monster
cookies,
oh,
monster
yeah.
cookies. We love it.
yeah, I'm a big fan of Bryanville Deli.
We like to. This is something that you should do. Eat your way through Pembroke.
Yeah.
Because we have some really great restaurants. I was like salivating making this list the other day. Businesses in Pembroke as well. Of course, there's Boston Connect Real Estate located in the center of town, the heart of Pembroke. And I have to give a shout out to McNamara Plumbing as well. So Mark McNamara at McNamara Plumbing. We have the Candy Jar here in the center of town as well. We love Kim over there. She does an amazing job with the arrangements. We're actually doing a little get together here in May, and she's going to be providing. We're going to get our flowers from her.
Mhm. That's a good shout out. It's client appreciation.
Yeah.
So past clients, check your email.
Yeah, Degala. That's where I get my nails done. Sharon gets her nails.
Yeah,
Everyone
I've
gets their
got-
nails done there. I wrote what's going on. What's going into Stop and Shop? So we had a Stop and Shop in the center of town. We had one in North Pembroke, but we had one right across the street from us. We used to get anything really there. We would go there pretty much every day, and now we don't know what's in
This
there.
is like life changing for all of us. It's like a depression.
Yeah, have to have it. It's a great store. If
We
if you have the time to go in there, there's so much to look at. But we love going in to have it.
We have video.
If
I'm
you don't
gonna
know
do
where
a
to get
reel.
someone, go in there and you'll find it.
I'm gonna do a reel. We do
Yeah.
when we went there last time. I took a video, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to post that.
Kindred Spirits is another great little store here in Pembroke. If you're looking for a little gift or a welcoming anything, go to Kindred Spirits. Sandbaggers Golf Range. Ethan and I have gone there for a little date night. We just get a bucket of balls and hit them. And I'm learning golf, and he's trying to get better. So it's a great place locally, very affordable. So Sandbaggers Golf Range. We have Pembroke Center Liquors as well. They've been really great with the community, and Sunshine Pool Company is here on Mattakesa Street as well.
Yeah.
So Sharon uses Sunshine Pool. I think
I just drove by and it says book your graduation parties now. So
open your pool.
Yeah, get your pool open so it's nice and blue.
We literally have run out of time, but we will post something on our social media, so be sure to follow us, Boston Connect Real Estate. What's yours? Kristen Howlett Real Estate.
Kristen Howlett Realtor.com
Really?
on Facebook
Yeah.
and Kristen Howlett RE on Instagram.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about the Herring Run, Tubbs Meadow, Willowbrook Farm, Tucker. We run out of time every time we do.
Let's
these
quickly
shows.
give the farmers market a shout out. Did we
Yeah.
find out when that starts?
You give your contact information. I'm going to look it up right now.
Again, Kristen, actually Kay Howlett at bostonconnect.com, 617-448-4896. You can feel free to call me, or I'm here during the week too. You can always pop in.
Oh no, we've run out of time. Yeah, so we'll next
we can post it on our
yeah,
socials about the farmers market.
Farmers market is starting in June. I know that it's on Saturdays at the community center, and they have really, really great vendors. It's a really great way to get involved in the community and just see everybody on a Saturday.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
yeah. Thank you so much for listening to to our show, everybody. You can go to bostonconnect.com to find all of our contact information. You can give us a call here, 781-826-8000. Thanks, Kristen, for joining me.
Thanks, Melissa.
Have
for
fun at
having
your
me.
open house.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
Vicky,
Could you
we
be
ran out of
mine?
time.
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood.